Hello students, I am Shrishti Tiwari here. Today we are going to discuss about next topic, that is elderly abuse. Elderly abuse is a form of mistreatment that results harm or loss to an older person. It is can be done by any caregiver or any children or any family members. So that causes the harm or loss to an individual or older person. Next, we will see the risk factors of elder abuse. Risk factors we will see in the older person, that will be the history violence. We will see some history in their family of violence, and the social isolation. If the older person are being isolating from the social society, or the cognitive impairment, if the older person is having not proper intelligence, and the shared living arrangement, if their living arrangement are being shared with the family members, that can be also the risk factors of the elder abuse. And some external factor that causes the stress into the older person. And the older person, if the having the bad habits of having the bad habits of substance abuse, or they are having some mental illness, and dependence on the abuse on victims, means the older person are being depend on only one person, those who are providing care. And if the older person are being they are being poor health, and they are not being proper function. And risk factors of elder abuse by the caregiver. So what can be the cause that can cause elder abuse by the caregivers? If the caregivers are having the bad habits of substance abuse and inability to cope up with stress. Next, lack of support from the other potential caregiver, means only one person is providing care, that can cause the depression into the individual, and that can lead to the elder abuse. Next one is the types of elder abuse. Physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, neglect or abandonment by the caregivers, psychological abuse, financial abuse, and the healthcare fraud and abuse. We will discuss one by one. First one is physical abuse. Physical abuse is a non-accidental case, we can say, or it is a force against the elderly, and it causes the physical pain, injury, or the impairment in the use of drug and restraint or confinement. Means it is not a accidental, it is a not accidental, and it leads to the physical injury to the individual, and it also causes the restraint, and means they put the older adults into the prison and all. And what can be the sign and symptoms of that, how we can identify that older person are being abused? Broken eyeglasses, by seeing their broken eyeglasses or frames, by we can know that person is being physically abused. Or broken bones, or the sprain or dislocations of the bone has been taken place, or the caregiver's refusal to allow to you see alone, means the whoever the giving the abusive person, he will not allow to you see that older person in any alone place. And sign of being restrained, such as rope marks on the wrist, uh, means if they are being restrained, rope marks will be seen on their wrist. And sometimes the overdose or the irregularity in their medication will take place, and the unexplained sign of injury, such as the some scars we will see on their body. And if that scar or the sign has been shown to the symmetrical side of the body, that will be the sign of physical abuse. Next one is the emotional abuse. Emotional abuse, it's not a type of physical abuse, it can be the psychological, we can say, and it causes the emotional pain or distress into the individual. It is of two type. First one is verbal form of emotional abuse. It's a habitual blaming, by if the care providers are being blaming habitually to the elder person. And the humiliating or the ridicule, means they are not giving that much importance, or disrespecting the elder person. And intimidation through yelling or the threats. They are making them fear from something. And non-verbal psychological elder abuse can take the form of the ignoring the elder person. If they are being ignored by the caregivers, that can also be cause of elder emotional abuse. And terrorizing or menacing the elder abuse means by the giving them threats, and they are being feared from something. And next one is isolating the elders from the friends and activities. They are being isolated from the society or their friends. Next, sign and symptoms we will see. If the sign and symptoms we will see in the caregivers, that will be the belittling, means the caregivers are being they are not giving that much importance to the older person. And threatening means they are making them fear by saying something. And controlling, they are making control on the older person. And the behavior from the elder person, if what behavior we will see in the older person: rocking or sucking. They will means shaking personality will see, and mimics dementia like sign symptoms we will see. And mumbling, they will be talking on oneself. Next, we will see the sexual abuse. Sexual elder abuse is a contact with the elderly person without their elder's consent, means against their will to have sex. If the person is maintaining the sexual contact with the older person. So physical sex act will be seen, and the person will be forced the elder to be undressed, and they will show some pornographic materials, and they will force the person to watch some sex acts. Next, it is a same that we have seen, that is the form of non-consensual physical contact, and it can include the rape, molestation, or any sexual conduct. So what sign and symptoms we will see in the case of sexual abuse? That is a genital or anal bleeding will be seen, and bruising on the inner thighs will be seen, and the bruising or some scars will be seen around the breast or genital areas. And the sexually transmitted diseases can also be seen, and difficulty in the walking or standing, and odd and the last one is the pain or bloody underclothing will be seen. Next, emotional sign will be seen, that is scared or timid behavior. They will be scared from the that individual, or sudden changes in their personality will be seen. And they will be the depressed and the withdraw. They will be isolated from the society, and the fear from certain people or physical. If the physique will be they are seeing some people are they are being same like those who have abused, so they will be have the fear from that person. And the odd misplaced comments about the sex or sexual behavior will be seen. And next, fourth one is, that is the neglect or amendment by the caregivers. Neglect, that is the ignorance. Neglect is the failure of caregiver to fulfill his or her caregiving responsibilities, means the whatever responsibility is has to be given by the caregiver, that is not being fulfilled. That is known as neglect. It is of two types, that can be the active or passive. So if the active neglect or ignorance has been taken place, that will be the intentional. And if the passive neglect is taking place, that will be the unintentional. Self-neglect is a failure to provide for one's own essential needs. If the person is failure to provide their own essentials or need, that is known as self-neglect. Or the elder neglects means what the caregiver are being failure to provide their care what they are being responsible to provide. Next one is the sign and symptoms of the neglect. Signs and symptoms, that is unsafe living conditions will be seen, means the being left dry or unbathed. If they will be ignored or the neglected, that older person will be seeing the dirty or the unbathed. Desertion of the elder at the public place, they will not be that much they will not feel that much free in the public place. And the untreated physical problems such as bed sore, means if they are not being provide proper care, so that older person will have the pressure sore or the bed sore, and unusual weight loss will be seen, and malnutrition and dehydration also will be seen because of ignorance, and the unsuitable clothing or covering for the weather, means according to the weather their clothing will not be there, and unsanitary living conditions will be seen. Next we will see fifth one is the psychological abuse. Psychological abuse is the willful infliction or the mental or emotional anguish. It's a type of pain we can see that causes the psychological threat or humiliation. It can be the also form of verbal or non-verbal. We will see the signs and symptoms of the psychological abuse, that is the they will be having the problem will be the during sleeping, or if they will become bent in the presence of abuser, and exhibit depression or confusion. Older person will have the depression or confusion. Stress related condition will be seen, like increases in the blood pressure, and the significant weight loss will be seen. And the unusual behavior usual the attribute to dementia. Dementia like signs and symptoms also will be seen. Next sixth one we will see, that is financial exploitation. It involves unauthorized use of elderly person funds or property either by the caregiver or outside scam. Means whatever their financial elder person's property is they are having, so that can be taken by the caregiver. That is known as financial exploitation. So unscrupulous caregivers might be unscrupulous means the shameless creature we can say. So they will engage in the identity theft. They will be trying to thief their elder person's identity, and forge the sign's signature. They will be means the not a real sign they will not be, they will copy the sign of elder person, and they will steal some cash and income from the household from the elders, and misuse the elder person's check. They will misuse the their accounts or credit cards. Next is signs and symptoms we will see for the financial exploitation. These all are signs and symptoms we are going to see. So signs and symptoms are sudden changes in elders' financial condition. Sudden changes will be seen in the elders' financial condition, and the significant withdrawals from the elders' account. Means suddenly their accounts cash will be low in their accounts will be seen, and addition of name to the senior's signature card. Their card will be means the joint account can be the made by some caregivers, and the items and cash will be misplaced and household from the senior's house, and the suspicious changes in the will power or attorney title and policies. Means if all the property has been taken by the caregivers, so some suspicious changes will be seen in their attorney and their title and their name and fame. And the unpaid bill or lack of medical care, if the person are being going on some medical treatment, and also some their unpaid bill can be the seen. Next, the seventh one we will see, that is healthcare fraud and abuse. This will be carried out by the unethical doctors, nurses, hospital personnel, and other professional care providers. So this is a fraud. Means if the person are being admitted such kind of hospitals, so they will charge the more, and they will not provide the care. That means it is a healthcare fraud or abuse. That includes the over medicating or under medicating means irregular care or irregular medication will be given to the older adults, and not providing health care but charging for it. That I have said, means they will not provide the care and they will charge for it. And overcharging or double charge or will be seen, and services will not be provided, and getting kickbacks for the referral. If the doctors are referring to other health workers, they will get some money from that health worker and next doctor. Signs and symptoms we will see of the healthcare fraud, that is the inadequate response to questions about care. Means if the person is asking some question about what care you have provided, so there will not be adequate response. And evidence of over medicating or under medicating will be seen, and the evidence of inadequate care when bill are paid in full, means they have charged for full and they have not been provided the care. And duplicate billing or the same for the same services, whatever medical services they have provided, so the duplicate will be seen. And the problem with the care facilities will be seen. Next, how we can prevent the elder abuse or the neglect. So what is our responsibility? Listening to the seniors and their caregivers. It's our responsibility to listen what the seniors are saying, and what is the caregivers, means where the fault is, that we have to assess. And the interviewing when you suspect elder abuse, means while assessing we have to interview with the elder abuser. And the educating other about how to recognize the means we have to educate other members also, means how they can recognize the elder abuse and how they can report about the elder abuse. Next, what is your responsibility as a caregiver to prevent the elder abuse? Adopt stress reduction particles. What is the stress reduction particles are being there, that has to be reduced, or that has to be I am repeating, means whatever the stress particle are being there, that has to be released from there. And find the adult daycare program that can be conducted. And we have to have our own medical care that can provide the care to the elder person, and the seek counseling for the depression. And the request help if there if any elder abuse are being taking place, so we have to call for the help from the friends, and from some local respite care, and from some agencies. So these were all about the topic. So thank you all.